Hey, my name is Igor Kondrad, and I'm a travel journalist certified by National Geographic. Welcome to my masterclass. I will show you how my office looks like. Hey, you know me already. My name is Igor, and I have a language school that empowers expats to become more confident with Dutch. I've also a travel blogging academy that offers travel blogging services to tourist brands and also educates fellow travel bloggers how to become successful with travel blogging. I'm already like a digital nomad for around 8 years, and I'll be happy to mentor you during this webinar. In this webinar, I will teach you how to become a digital nomad, and I will share with you 5 skills that you can use for your digital nomad lifestyle. So let's dive into that. So what is actually digital nomadism? Digital nomadism means that you have a laptop, stable internet connection, and that you can basically travel around the world to explore different places, work less, earn more, and of course, enjoy your freedom so you can follow your passions. So, yeah, how did I start actually with digital nomadism? It all started not with working remotely, but actually with backpacking. I had a bit enough of like school, rainy weather in the Netherlands, and I decided with my best friend to go to Southeast Asia for amazing adventure to do like a backpacking trip, all the way from Thailand to Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos. So yeah, here you can see I was preparing for the trip, and there we are in the jungle of Thailand, backpacking, having amazing adventures, trying different food, and connecting with many amazing people. You can see here, for example, in Cambodia, visiting like Lost City, Angkor Wat. I loved it. There were like so many amazing adventures. And then, yeah, suddenly it was the end of the trip. And yeah, I went all the way back where I started. I was broke again. And I didn't have any money, so I needed to go back to work. And then the reality hit me. Rainy weather, like cubicles, like sitting in the office. Sad enough of that. I thought, okay, I'll try maybe some labor jobs. I started to work for my father's company, actually, at the construction. But that meant also like long hours, working in dust, and coming back again to the office means long times behind the screen, a lot of noise of your coworkers. And I knew like I can do that. I just can do that. And here you can see actually how my life looked like in the Netherlands. You can see I don't really look happy here. And then even worse, like the pandemic hit, like people stayed basically at home, like you couldn't go outside. You couldn't even have a coffee with your friends. So I decided like it's enough. It's like enough. And I decided to book a one-way ticket to Mexico and escape this craziness. And many people said to me, like, be careful, don't do that. Maybe something will happen. Maybe someone will rob you. Maybe you'll get a traffic accident. Maybe you get lost. And yeah, I started to fear it as well. Like, what do I do if I run out of money again, right? And I'm here on the other side of the world, on a different continent. I was really afraid that, yeah, maybe I would just not have money and that I will be stuck. Or maybe I would feel alone, depressed, like no family, no friends around me. And my worst like nightmare would be like in my head, that was actually that maybe I need to basically work like a very hard labor job somewhere like in India, Mexico, or Cambodia, where I work like 12 hours and maybe where I can cut my fingers or my leg. So that was like my worst nightmare. Because, yeah, what do you do if you run out of money? And then knew like, okay, still I need to take the risk. I need to make a change. And I decided to go remotely, work on my language school. I started like a language school, so I was able to teach people Dutch and later other languages. I focused mainly on Polish immigrants and expats. And later on the way, I also got like a certificate from National Geographic. I started to write for like other companies, think about SEO, ghostwriting, developing e-learning content, content marketing for brands. And of course, I also went back to my blog that I started during my Southeast Asia trip in 2014. And I started to blog actively again about my adventures. And then I got published in the Columbus magazine. And as you can see, it's like a picture from Huacachina from Peru. I went there sandboarding because if you work remotely, you can also like develop a routine. It doesn't mean that you need to work 8 hours a day. You can work 4 hours, earn a bit more by giving, for example, group classes or hosting video courses. And then you can explore in the free time like different cultures and enjoy your passions as well. Like that's board sports for me. And then my life changed. I didn't end up broke on the streets, and I also was not kidnapped. I didn't have like a horrific accident. Actually, I was traveling around the globe and enjoying like the location independent lifestyle. As you can see, I was able to meet like many amazing people and connect with so many cultures, and I would definitely recommend it to everyone to at least try it for like a half year, maybe 1 year. And of course, if you are like, I don't want to travel, you can always become an expat and still enjoy your location independent lifestyle. So as you can see, like my life changed like totally from like a broke backpacker to like working 9 to 5 and a labor job in the Netherlands, a rainy country, to like traveling around the world just with a laptop, with like one backpack actually. Now I have a bit more things with me, more suitcases to be honest. But it all started with one backpack, and yeah, I could basically do what I wanted, work around. Yeah, I will be honest, I don't earn at the moment like passive income to work 0 hours. I work around 4 hours a day, but that's still like fine to be able to enjoy like your freedom, like in different countries, to go and follow your passions. You don't get like headaches, right, from too many hours behind the laptop. So now I'm actually working around like 4 hours a day, and the other hours I can just spend time with my friends, with my girlfriend, and basically enjoy the countries that I visit. So yeah, let's talk about you. Like, how can you start to become location independent? And first of all, it's also very important to know why should you become a digital nomad. So as you know, like I mentioned a bit my story, like going from like a broke backpacker to like a digital nomad and now actually an expat in Peru. And yeah, you need to think about like why should you become a digital nomad? Maybe you're comfortable, right, and you don't want that, so that's fine, that's totally fine. Or maybe you just want to try it out for a couple of months. But I know a lot of people out there, they feel like stuck in their like 9 to 5 job, or maybe even in their own business, and they feel like they need to change. So a beautiful thing about digital nomads is that you stop to work 9 to 5, you define your own hours. Don't get me wrong, in the beginning, it's possible that you even put like 12 hours a day just to build up your remote business. Maybe it takes a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, but yeah, you need to invest time as well just to figure out that new lifestyle. And later, you can basically enjoy less hours, right? And focus more on your normal life outside of work. Further, yeah, you can work less, earn more, become your own boss, and gain freedom, right? Like the freedom of location. You can just pack your laptop, just go out there, work in a cafe, work in a library, work maybe at the university, many places, in restaurants, hotels, Airbnbs, even like outdoor. I love to work outdoor. So if you feel like you need fresh air or you work better with a lot of people around you, then basically try to find the perfect environment for you. And that's nice if you are like independent, like a digital nomad that can be independent and enjoy that location freedom. And a very important thing to know is you need to have discipline. because you are your own boss. You decide where you go, which place you work, and of course you decide also like your time slots, right? That means like the time schedule when you work. So that's also very important. So especially discipline, I would say it's the number one thing that's very important if you start your digital nomad lifestyle. So what are the pros and the cons? Let's start with the disadvantages. It can give you a headache as well sometimes because yeah, you need like a visa, you need paperwork. Maybe you stay like 3 months in a country and then suddenly you need to go out of the country because you don't have your papers anymore, right? Your visa runs out. I had it many times. I was in Thailand, I needed to do a visa run to Cambodia and then come back again. And of course it takes a lot of logistics of travel, right? You need to pack again, unpack. So especially if you don't mind that, it's totally fine. But for some people, maybe they feel like, I would like to go a bit slower. So that means staying 3 months at a place or even 6 months. But don't worry, there are many countries that let you accept to stay like 6 months, like Peru, where I'm now, or for example, Mexico, Sri Lanka as well. So there are many opportunities to travel slow as well. And discipline, what I talked with you about. You don't have a boss, so that means like, yeah, you need to basically fill in your own schedule. Try to not get yourself distracted, like with the pina coladas on the beach, right? So that's very important. And I always recommend someone to work with more people, for example, or at least to have someone like a mentor that basically can keep you accountable so you can manage your time well. But yeah, I think in general, advantages are so much more like on time schedule. You have more freedom to go like surfing, like me, for example, or snowboarding. You travel, you learn, you explore. You get the freedom of location, and you are your own boss. That means you don't have the stress of like annoying colleagues or clients that you don't want to help, for example. Yeah, you have annoying clients as well. So the beautiful thing about digital nomads is that basically you can choose your clients, and that's amazing because if you work 9 to 5, you just need to do what the boss tells you. You need to attend that client, and that can be also very very difficult. For example, I worked as a social worker and in a rehab, so yeah, we had very different clients. And so sometimes you have nice clients, but sometimes you have aggressive clients or annoying clients. So that's also a thing to consider. And if you work remotely, you choose also your own projects, your own clients, and the people you work with. So that's amazing. You are your own boss. Okay, so I will just show you like some case studies so you can get a bit of feeling like, yeah, what kind of remote jobs can you do as a digital nomad of, or what kind of freelance projects. So let's take Chris, for example. So he's 50 years old and has a wife, 2 children. And what he actually did is he started a marketing agency and he works remotely from Costa Rica. What he does is he manages like social media channels for like hotels, and basically he helps them out, for example, with managing Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. He has a big platform where he manages different hotels, and in that platform he manages the social media for them. So that's what Chris does. He does basically social media marketing for hotels in Costa Rica. Then we have Anna. Anna is 22 years old. She was tired of school. She dropped out because she wanted to be a travel blogger. So what Anna does, she writes like SEO blog posts for travel agencies. That helps her to basically be able to work remotely and to practice yoga in the free time. Then we have Frank. Frank is 35 years old. He has a language school and teaches expats how to become more confident with business English at work. In the free time, he likes to dance salsa and go out with friends. So you can see a bit like, yeah, what kind of digital nomad jobs are out there, right? You can start a freelance business, but if you feel like you still want to continue with your job, you can also work remotely. Just try to negotiate. Try to negotiate if you can go full time online. And of course, you can start your own business as well. So what's the process? First, define your passion. That's very important because imagine if you can work on your passion and then after that you can just relax and do even other hobbies. That sounds like a dream life, right? And that's actually what I'm doing now. I love to teach people. I started with teaching languages, and I love also to write. That's why I write blog posts, and sometimes I write SEO blog posts for other companies. That means when I'm done with work, I feel, yeah, good. I don't feel tired with a headache. Of course, you have different days as well, so that depends. But the thing is, you follow your passion, right? You do what you love, and that's amazing because when you're done with doing your work, you don't feel like tired and burn out what I had before in the 9 to 5 job or a labor job. Later, what you need to do when you define your passion, you need to become a master of it. There's like a philosopher like Alan Watts, and he said, like, what do you desire? Try to think about it. Like, what's your passion and how can you master it? So learn those skills, right? Buy some books, get a mentor, get some video courses, go out there and try it out to get clients. Try to become a master with your skill. Third step is actually getting a remote job or going freelance. That means like you work remotely and you do different projects. You can find projects on Fiverr, Indeed, Upwork, LinkedIn, Facebook groups. There are many platforms out there where you can find remote jobs or freelance projects. Fourth step, if you really want to work less hours, have a team around you that can take some tasks from you or automatization systems, I recommend to build a business. That means, for example, for a language school, that you hire some teachers, they do the groups for you, or you build some digital products and you can automatize the process like video courses, ebooks, and then you can run ads to basically scale it and get more clients. And then the fifth step is you gain freedom. That means you don't need to work many hours. You just work a couple hours a day and then later you can do what you want. You can take longer vacations of a couple of months because your team can run your business. And in general, because you just work from your laptop, you can take your laptop anywhere you want. You can work a bit and then you can go scuba diving or surfing. I did it before, like in Mexico, for example, or in Thailand. So, what is your passion that you want to monetize? Try to think about it. What really gives you like the ghost bumps that you feel like, wow, like I'm motivated about it? And who do you want to help? That's even more important. If you have a passion, there are more people with the same passion that want to learn the skills. It can be maybe writing, it can be English, it can be maybe like a skill, let's say like cooking, or maybe fitness or running. So, who do you want to help? For who can you be the mentor? So try to think about the pain points of your audience that you want to solve. Like, what are their pain points? Maybe people want to learn English to become more confident, or maybe people want to lose weight to be a bit more fit in front of their friends and their family, so they can feel more secure. Try to think that. Like, try to think about what are the pain points of your audience, of your potential clients. And how do you help them? Try to come up with a solution, like with the offer that you can say, like, hey, I offer you like a program to lose weight, or I offer you a boot camp to learn Dutch, for example. And even more important, where do you find those clients? From TikTok, Instagram to LinkedIn, Google, and other online platforms, there's a lot out there. So try to think where those people hang out. Where are the online hangouts or offline as well, right? Okay, so now we will go into like the skills and I will teach you the 5 skills that you can use for your digital nomad career. So first skill is AI blogging. So how can you use AI to create authentic blog posts that you can sell for companies or you can use for your own business? First, very important, what we talked also about, like your passion, you need to find a niche. In which niche do you want to work? Maybe it's like tourism industry, and then you focus on like travel agencies in Peru, like me, and you provide for them SEO blog posts. That's like a strong niche, for example. You only write about Peru, and your clients are travel agencies. And that's actually a very good idea to focus on one country or one specific area or one specific client, and then you provide very niche content. Further, if you start a blog, what I did with the travel blog, you need to have a platform. That means like a place where you upload your content. So try to think about platforms like Wix, Squarespace, Blogger.com, um, WordPress.org, and WordPress.com. I would recommend personally WordPress.org if you want to own like your website for your business. That means you need to have a hosting provider. I recommend SiteGround, for example. And you need to have a domain name. That's the name of your website. After that, you can choose like a design, like a menu, pages, and then basically you can upload your blog posts to be seen on Google. And you can also share it on social media to get traffic to your website. If you get traffic to your website, that means it's like your portfolio, right? People can find you. They know, like, hey, who is Igor, for example? Who is Sam? Or who is Jeffrey? And thanks to that, like companies will see like, oh, this guy has some skills. He knows things because he writes blog posts about it. So you can find a remote job. And also you can promote your own online services or, for example, digital products. So that's actually the power of having a blog. And I started my blog in 2016, like as a broke backpacker, just writing about my experiences, like eating a scorpion on the Quezon Road in Thailand, or like getting beaten up in Hanoi in a club, for example. So those were basically like crazy adventures that I had as a backpacker. And later I grew a bit my blog into travel guides, so I could really provide information to people and inspire them to visit some places. So further, next to WordPress.org, you have WordPress.com. With WordPress.com, it's a bit easier to set up everything. So if you want to start, a bit easier, I would recommend WordPress.com. They have an option of a reader, and a reader is actually like a social media platform on WordPress that helps to connect travel bloggers or bloggers in general with each other. So if someone has a blog about gardening, you can connect with that person if you also have a blog about gardening or something related to that niche. It's a great way to build communities as well. And further, if you really are like, okay, blogging takes too much time, and I also don't want to do AI blogging for other companies that will pay me, but I just want to be seen, then you can also use like social media, like an Instagram account, and just make small posts or a Facebook page, for example. So that's actually kind of also like a micro blog if you really want to start very easy from scratch and not to put too much time into that. But if you want to go professional, I would recommend to start your own website and basically publish SEO blog posts. So this looks a bit, this here you can see a bit how a blog outline looks like. Try to think, what's your goal? Do you promote something? Do you educate people? Do you want to sell something? Usually start like with introduction, something clickbait, so people feel like, okay, like I'm interested into that, because the attention span is quite low nowadays of people. You need to have a thumbnail, especially that clickbait factor is important, and then different chapters. You can schedule this blog post in different chapters, add some pictures, infographics, quizzes, questions, and videos as well. And the conclusion, you can basically forward people for like a call to action to visit another website or maybe promote a service or digital product that you have. And of course, add some resources as well so people know where you got the information from, or just to forward people to relevant information. So have different ways to monetize your blog. In this webinar, we focus on 5 skills actually. So one of those is what we do now is AI blogging. So that means you can write very fast AI blogs for other companies and get paid. So for example, I can write like a AI blog for like a travel agency about Amazon expedition in Iquitos. We did, for example, like a collab in Iquitos with a Ecolodge, and then they can pay you for your services because you write, for example, 5 or 10 blog posts about the city of Iquitos and about the Amazon jungle. And that means that people will see that this website has blog posts, and it will convert into more traffic, right? And into more clients for this Ecolodge. So that's why actually ecologists pay for that kind of services like blogging. And with your blog, you can also make income from like other sources. So it can be affiliate marketing, ads on your blog, writing an ebook and selling it there, creating video courses, designing a digital product like a template, like a preset for photography, providing online services. For example, you maybe help people like with graphic design or setting up a WordPress website, selling a coaching program like how to start a business, for example, and teaching a foreign language as well. That's what I did a lot. People went to my blog and read about my cultural experiences, and then they wanted to learn a foreign language as well to become more confident speaking it. So also those ways are very easy to monetize your blog. But if you want to get very fast money, like let's say from this week, then I recommend AI blogging for companies. You basically reach out to the companies, show your blog, show your content, and you can sell to them like packages of like pre-written blog posts. So let's say 5 or 10 blog posts about Peru. You have those 10 blog posts, and you can sell it, for example, for like €500 to like a company. And with AI, you can generate blog posts faster and then put, of course, with your own words, like your own style. So it's still like written by a person, and then you can provide that value to companies. Um, so that's actually a great way if you want to start fast as a digital nomad. It's basically AI blogging for other companies. And if you want to go long term, you can just basically try to monetize your own blog, but it will take time with SEO and getting more traffic. So yeah, now we go to SEO. So what is SEO actually? Because I didn't explain that much. So SEO, it stands for search engine optimization, and that means actually that you put your website on top of Google. Google has like a search engine where you type in questions, right? And basically, when you type a question, let's say question can be, for example, like how to become a digital nomad. There will be websites popping up, and of course, the first website ranks the best, and you will go to that website and try to find an answer for your question, right? And usually, you can rank high on Google is by writing a blog post and optimizing your website through different like keywords and website speed, for example. So how can you make money with SEO services? That means basically you help companies to rank on the first page of Google. That means to rank higher on Google. So actually what you can do is you can help companies, for example, to, yeah, like writing the blog posts, or you can help companies to improve their website so their SEO score will go up. And that means they will go higher on Google and get more clients because clients ask many questions on Google and they want to find your company. Good example is like a luxury hotel. Summer, let's say, let's take Bangkok in Thailand, and they want to attract like foreigners, like people from other countries to have an amazing experience. So those foreigners type keywords like where to eat in Bangkok, like what to do in Bangkok, where the best bars in Bangkok, or where should I go to have the best experience, for example. And if you have blog posts, AI, and SEO optimized, and your website runs well, then basically all these people will find the answers right at your website, and then they will be happy to book, like, for example, like an amazing experience, right, at that hotel, because they saw like the content and they will be happy to stay there. So that's about SEO services. Try imagine like what kind of like SEO service would you offer to companies? It can be AI blogs, but then SEO optimized. That's what I would really recommend. That you have those two skills in one, basically. But it can be also improving the website or starting a website from scratch, getting backlinks. That means like other links that go to that website. So there are many ways to like optimize for SEO. Some are like more technical, otherwise other ones are more like content creation related. So yeah, which companies can you help with your SEO services? Try to think about it. So for example, I would say like from my own experience, I helped like travel agencies, remote retreats, hotels, and budget hostels as well to help them rank higher on Google. Okay, third skill. So we had AI blogging, SEO optimization. And now we have community building. So what is actually community building? That means if you have already your blog, right, your website, and you attract traffic to that website, it's very important you can collect data, right? Data of your clients, of your potential clients that get on your website. So that means you can, for example, offer like a pop-up that people see like, oh, subscribe to this blog or to this website, or you can offer like a freebie, something for free, and then people put their email address, their phone number, maybe their social media, right? That they follow you on social media, and then you know like, oh, okay, that's a potential client. So that's actually how you collect data. And from that data, you can build a community by putting your clients together in a group. It can be an email newsletter that you send out to them, or it can be a WhatsApp group or a Facebook group, and then you provide value to them. If you provide value, then people know they can trust you, and then you can also sell your services or digital products that you have. So try to think first about like, where's your audience? So who are your readers? What is your language? Where is your tribe? Like people that feel they are like connected together. And how much do they earn? That's also important. For example, if I'm now here in Peru, I have like clients in the Netherlands. That means like my clients pay me like in a higher currency, and I spend like a lower currency in Peru. So I get paid in euros, but I spent in soles, for example. I did the same like in Mexico, was also lower costs, and I had the client, for example, in the US. And I did the same in Sri Lanka, and I had clients, for example, from like England or like Netherlands, Poland. So that gives you so much more value if you can live in a more affordable country and earn in a high currency. So how do you describe your readers? Try to think about it, like who is your potential client? Think about age, finances, free time, problems, location, education, and work, different life areas. And what is your client profile? You can write it down on a piece of paper and basically try to see like what is their financial situation, where they are located, which language they speak, and of course what are their pain points and their problems, right? And where do you find your loyal audience? That's also very important. Like, do you search for them in the Facebook groups? I use personally a lot Facebook groups. So basically I posted free advertisements in Facebook groups to find like students for my language classes. And I also advertise on LinkedIn to connect, for example, B2B with companies that wanted SEO services or wanted copywriting, content marketing, ghostwriting. I did a lot of different writing projects as well. And other popular social media platforms like Instagram, Pinterest, like Twitter, now also called X, YouTube, Quora. There are many platforms out there. So which social media platform is right for you to build your own community? Try to think about that. Maybe WhatsApp community or Facebook group, or maybe just like a weekly emails newsletter to send like an email every week. So here's step by step how to build your own community. First, you create a profile of your potential client so you really know, okay, who is this person? For example, Tom. Tom has 25 years old. He works for a construction company and he really wants to like improve like his English skills, for example. Further, you make like a list of online hangouts of your client that you're targeting. So where do the people hang out? So people that love photography have, for example, like different Facebook groups where they hang out, like travel photography, landscape photography, portrait photography. So that's how you can connect with them. If you have, for example, like if you sell like digital presets, or if you sell like a photography school, video courses, or an ebook about photography, or just like your mentorship to go out there and take pictures while you mentor your clients. Further, third step, give value to your client with content or a freebie. So if you have your photography school, you can provide like a free ebook. They put their email address on your website, and then basically you can collect the data of your clients and you can reach out to them to invite them to your community. And fourth one, yeah, it's the invitation, right? So you need to reach out reach out to them to basically invite the clients to join your community of like-minded people. And at the end, you present your offer. Try not to sell too much, like buy, but try to present your offer like just send a link where people can read a bit about yourself, what you do, and let them reach out to you. Offer maybe some discounts as well when there are some special occasions, like there's maybe a special day with Christmas or like Black Friday, for example, or even Halloween. But don't try to sound like too much like a person that wants really to sell all the time. Try to get people on board by checking out your content and that they feel interested to see like what you offer. So that means present your offer well. And then you can basically be able to like get your sales and of course work from your laptop to provide those skills to your clients. So how would you collect data of your audience? Try to think about it. Do you do it with a freebie? Or do you do it by inviting people to your community? So like join my community, drop your email, for example. Or you just reach out to them personally, like, hey, would you like to join my community? And you post the link, for example, if you don't have a website. That also works on Facebook or Instagram, for example. All right, we had AI blogging, SEO services, building a community. And also very important thing that I didn't tell you, you can also build communities for other companies and they will pay you for that. So for example, a budget hostel wants a community of digital nomads or of like backpackers or international students. So you can also do that for other companies and get paid well. But we go now to the fourth one, and that's actually digital products. So that sounds a bit more like passive income. So what are digital products? So you know already that you can make money like with online coaching, teaching, or services that you provide, right? For the monthly cash flow. That's also what I recommend to start out with first, that you have that monthly cash flow of around 2,000 to 3,000 euro, or from 3,000 to 5,000 euros. So you can save up some money and still you can buy all those plane tickets, visas, and you can enjoy your lifestyle. So that's a good way to start. But later in your free time, you can build up digital products. That means, for example, like group classes that you offer, like in packages. And you can put, like, for example, a teacher that gives those group lessons and you provide digital materials like PowerPoints. It can be a digital product like a pre-recorded coaching video course of like how to lose weight or like how to gain muscles or how to learn surfing or snowboarding. It can be also like a preset for like photography and even like software or like an application. For that, of course, you need a bit more IT skills. So try to think about like which digital product would you like to create for your own company? Video course, ebook, maybe even software, or just like a template. On Canva, you can create very cool templates. An ebook you can create on Hazing, for example. A video course you can create with iSpring and host it on Thinkific or School. So there are many opportunities out there. Okay, but first, more important is actually to do research. Research plays an important role. That means you need to know like which software you use to create this digital product, right? Like which software do you want to use? I used, for example, iSpring to create video courses, and I hosted it on different platforms like Talent LMS or like Thinkific, School as well. Later, you need to choose, after choosing like the right platform, like a good payment provider. If you are in your own country traveling remotely, you can maybe use like we use in the Netherlands, like Tiki. It's called Ideal, for example. With one click, people can pay you. But of course, if you have different clients and you need to provide invoices, then I would also recommend PayPal or Stripe, and you can basically automatize your digital products. People will go visit the website, they click, buy the product with PayPal or Stripe, and they get forwarded to like a LMS system, learning management system, when they can follow your video courses or where they can download your ebook, for example. So what are popular digital products? So I would say like one of the most popular ones are like video courses, ebooks, and templates. But maybe you know some other digital products as well. Maybe if you are into music industry or podcasts, you prefer to create audio files. That's also possible. So here you can see some digital products. So we discussed like digital templates, ebook, video course, but you can also offer like a subscription for your website or maybe community access on WhatsApp, stock photography if you're very creative, audio podcasts if you're into music or like yeah into interviewing people, different guests. Software that you can develop can be like a AI software to help people write blog posts, or maybe AI software to manage social media. Like application can be, for example, to join like a community. And the new one, actually, a very cool one as well, is AI prompts. So basically, offer people how to optimize ChatGPT or other AI platforms. So, which digital product would you create? Try to think about it for yourself. Okay, fifth skill. So we had AI blogging, we had SEO services, we had community building, and also digital products. So the fifth one is automated meta ads. So that means you can help other companies to create ads. So basically, you offer your services to help them, like, yeah, get basically attention through like Instagram and Facebook to forward clients to their websites and to book like an experience at the hotel or maybe like a tour. So that's actually automated meta ads. You can give it as a service, right, to people, or you can also use it for your own digital products. So I use, for example, ads for my language school, and also to sell like coaching programs to help teachers also learn how to start a language school and how to teach other people remotely. And also a cool way with meta ads, you can even like try to find remote jobs as well. So there are many possibilities out there. And you can promote your content. That also helps to get people into checking out your blog. So meta ads. So it's actually a marketing technique that gives you a lot of attention to promote your online services or digital products. And you can create in the beginning, if you want to test it, like free ads. That can be like a reel on Instagram that you post. That can be like a post on Facebook, like with a picture that you post in different Facebook groups, or even like a small message. So that's actually how I started, with basically free ads, like posting in expat groups of people living in the Netherlands to promote my Dutch classes. So here you can see some example of advertisements. So a very simple one is actually, oh, I went a bit too far. So a very simple one is actually just asking a question, right? And you can see how much attention it got here. Like it reached more than 8,000 people and a lot of engagement. A lot of people sent me like private messages. They commented as well. So that's actually a very simple thing. Just like, who wants to learn Dutch, for example, or who wants to become a digital nomad? Then you can get a lot of people commenting. The same here, like remote teaching. There was still like, yeah, it was, I think, around the pandemic time. Um, Basically, I advertised like, hey, are you a language teacher? Would you like to earn more, become location independent? So basically, I tried to find language teachers that were tired of working in a school, and they wanted to become location independent and work remotely and be able to find their own students that they like. And you can see I got a lot of comments, almost like 400. Basically, I reach out to every person, yeah, just like with a private message. I put them in a WhatsApp group, and then I could like offer like mine online coaching services to help those people to basically find their clients, set up like a platform where they can teach, build their own course materials. So the people were able to basically quit their job at the school and start their own school, or just work for other language schools online. So try to think about it. Like, what kind of ad would you create? Would you sell like an online digital product, or maybe provide online services? You can write here your advertisement for your offer. If you have a piece of paper, please use it and try to write it down for yourself. All right, so that was the webinar for today. So try to remember the 5 skills that I teach you. First one is basically like AI blogging for other companies, can be for the tourism industry, for example. Think about luxury hotels, hostels for backpackers, remote retreats, or tour agencies. Then we have SEO services, can be also for many different industries. You can, for example, focus on small fitness gyms that you want to help out to be more seen on one location, right? That people can target a specific location and find the gym. Third one is like community building. You can help companies build like a community. Many companies want to build a community. For example, budget hostels, they want to attract like that vibe of backpackers. You can build a community on WhatsApp for them and manage it by content and different events. Fourth one, digital products. Then we go a bit more into passive income. Also, that I didn't mention is you can basically create digital products for other companies. I created one time a digital product like a course, not even on video, just text for like a e-learning school, and they paid me around 4,000 euro for that. Took me like 2 months to create it, and basically they were very happy with that because they could like have passive income with that. So that's also like a ghostwriting project that I had. Um, yeah, so there are many ways, right, with digital products, video courses, ebooks, everything that you come up with. Then we go at the end, of course, to meta ads that we discussed. With meta ads, you can scale your digital products, right? You can promote it and also your online services. Or you can, of course, create meta ads for other companies and help them basically to get the right clients to the door to buy their service or to book their experience, like at a hotel, for example. So that was my webinar, and I hope you're very excited now to become a digital nomad. If you feel like you want to become a digital nomad, then please check out our Digital Nomad Academy. We will be happy to give you even more skills. Now you learned a bit about the 5 skills. We will dive deeper into those skills. So basically, you get like business blueprints, and you'll be able to build your own business, remote business from scratch. And you join also a community so you can support each other and be more accountable with challenges. And that's actually very exciting because you will be not alone out there. You will have other digital nomads that you can connect with. And you will not only learn those 5 skills, but you will also get even more skills that we will teach, more blueprints. So basically 10 skills inside the Digital Nomad Academy. And it will give you an amazing opportunity to go out there and basically create content, work online, and enjoy your location independent freedom. So I hope you enjoyed the webinar, and I look forward to mentor you during the Digital Nomad Academy.
You will learn how to teach larger groups, how to create video courses, how to design your own digital products, and of course, how to define your potential client. At the end of the course, you will receive a personal certificate.
Do you accept the challenge to become a digital nomad? Don't forget to drop your email below and become a member of the Digital Nomad Academy.